Damn it, man. Look here.
Stand by.
This fucking game looks cool, man. What is this? I never even heard of this, man. Star Citizen? Wow. Look at these fucking ships, dude.
Almost positive I've mentioned it before, but
Well, you may have, brother, but I may not have remembered that. Sorry. This looks really cool, though.
it will be cool when
Holy
it finally,
shit.
it's closer than it ever has been, but it's just one of those games it's like been in development hell for like
Ever?
15 years or something.
What was the other one? The like procedurally generated infinite universe one that was shit at the beginning and now it's good.
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
No Man's
No Man's
Sky.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. This looks cool.
Yeah, no, Star Citizen will be great when it's fully up and running, but no.
Open World MMO Universe Simulator by Cloud Imperium.
Was it just a PC game or what?
For the moment. So they're doing Star Citizen, which is like the MMO, and Squadron 42, which is like a single player campaign that has like every sci-fi star in the book in it. And that's supposed to be coming out at some point later this year,
cool.
but it's, like Mark Hamill, Gillian Anderson, Henry Cavill, like there's like just like everybody is in this fucking game. So I think the idea is like once they release Squadron 4, the idea is like you play through Squadron 42 and then it dumps you out into the universe as the character made for that game, and then you can go and play with the community. But it's like in everything space game. It's like you can
it's like
everything
stuck in dev hell
space.
or something.
It's so ambitious. They're doing all this, like they want there to be like 10,000 people on a server. So you obviously can't do that on one server node. You have to
be like a
interlock multiple server nodes in order to do this. So they're doing all this, crazy shit with like server meshing and so there's a lot of like technical hurdles that they are really getting the hang of. Like every time they like update shit, they have to like go back and like fix all this stuff. It's still like it's still like an alpha.
Oh my god,
it's just
dude.
kind of eternally an alpha. But when it works, it's fun.
They even got the likenesses of Mark Hamill, Gillian Anderson, Gary Oldman. What the fuck, dude?
No, they actually did mocap for the game.
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So,
Wowzers.
So it will be cool when it all finally comes around, but I think at some point they're just going to have to sort of like, decide it's good enough to release and then just keep working on it like every other fucking live service game does,
Right.
This is like Half-Life 3 or some shit. Like it's never going to come out.
No, I think it'll
no.
come out, but I think the problem is like the dude that is in charge of everything is like a mad perfectionist, and he doesn't want to like he wants everything to be in the game when it comes out, and I just don't think that there's just so many different like you can bounty hunt, you can pirate, you can be a fucking a data miner, you can be a salvager, you can, there's all these different things.
It's like 10 games in a 10,000 person server.
No, it's like 1,000 games in like a 10,000 person server.
Yeah, you can run a multi-operator targeted harvester if you want, Chad.
I mean, shit, it's essentially like whatever that fucking meta bullshit was. What was the meta world called that they were all like disembodied fucking souls in?
Oh god,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
But like Mark fucking Zuckerberg's
I mean, I'm not saying
like what he thought Facebook was going to become, and
the metaverse. It's essentially like a alternate fucking reality. If there's 1,000 games and 10,000 people, like it's literally like it's VR alternate sci-fi reality. Like that's pretty ambitious.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. But it's cool. I mean,
super cool.
So when you like, there's no like cutscenes. Like when you like fly from space down to a planet, it all happens like in real time. and the planet is there in real time, and it's a fucking entire planet, So, like for planets that only have a couple cities and they're mostly wilderness, that's cool. But there's a planet that's like Coruscant, that is like the whole thing is a fucking city.
Oh,
and, I don't know how they're going to populate the entirety of that with like places to land and shit. But, that's their plan eventually. It's like, you're not going to do that before, like, that's not going to happen for like 100 years.
Yeah, it would have to be like procedurally generated.
Unless like AI does it or something, like it's just not going to happen. So like, my thought is like, you just get all the, the most important game mechanics running solidly and just go, like.
Yeah.
This is fucking.
You think you could learn a lot from the No Man's Sky rollout and like see, like the No Man's Sky people got crucified at first, but now there's pretty warm feelings about the whole thing. I
sure.
No, it's come a long way, but even, that it's still not what I expected from what they talked about when it came out. You know what I mean?
But similar
like,
I was
levels expecting
of
this thing, and I was like, oh, this is just like a fucking sandbox. Like pastel colored sci-fi world. There's not really. I mean, there's stuff to do, sort of, but there's nothing really. There's like no story to engage with, really.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is this? You got to buy like ships with like actual money? What the fuck is that all about?
No, you don't have to buy ships with actual money. You can buy ships with actual money.
Okay.
So at this point, if you want to play Star Citizen, you have to buy a starter pack. Starter pack will come with a starter ship and the purchase of the game, essentially.
Okay.
At a buy-in of something like $70 or.
And is that rolled out, or is it in alpha or beta, or
what's that?
Is there any form of the game that's public facing in any way, or is it private beta ish, or is it not even there?
You can go in and play alpha at any point in time. Like you could do it now. It's there. It's running. How well it's running, it depends on where they are with a patch. Like whenever they release a patch, it tends to be kind of buggy for a while, and then they'll fix it, and then they release another patch, and then it's buggy again.
Yeah, cool.
The only reason I'm not playing it actively anymore is because I've, amassed like an armada of ships and a shit ton of money, and then they'll do like a wipe, where you just lose everything.
What?
So, because the game is still in development, you know what I mean? It's not,
so that's like
that won't happen when it's released.
Yeah.
And, even now they're like, don't worry, like you can come and play, and that's not going to happen until we release the game. But I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen when you release the game. So I don't need to I don't need to do that again.
It's like playing beta, dude, and then losing it all when it all goes to patch, dude.
Losing
yeah, totally.
Save. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll dip in every now and again to just check it out, but I'm not like actively playing. But I did.
And how long did it take you to kind of build a little bit of an armada? Was it like 100 hours or something, or?
I don't even know. Just like over the course of I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months or whatever. Not an armada, but like whatever.
Yeah, like a decent thing that you didn't want to lose.
I had millions of credits and like a large cargo ship and all the different like just there's different ships for different tasks, so there's like ships that you can like do cargo runs in, there's ships that you can salvage in, there's ships that you can mine in, there's ships that you can do combat. So like everything is. So I had kind of like a smattering of different ships for different roles to do whatever I kind of felt like doing in that particular session. And I own some ships because, I'm a backer. I want the game to come out. And also like, I want to have shit when the game releases already. Like, I don't want to have to worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But some of the ships are ridiculous. Like, there's like some ships that sell for like $1,000.
Dude, I'm scrolling through these ships, man. There's a lot of them, and they are fucking cool. This is just the combat ships.
Yep.
It's pretty tight, dude.
No,
I feel
really
like
cool, man.
Some of these designs are wicked, dude. Wow, that's cool.
I feel like it's when you do the grind to get the thing, and then you have to like. There's nothing more discouraging than having to do the grind again. You're just like, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I can't do the grind again. I already did the grind one.
Yeah, I just own a couple ships outright. Just, like I have like a ship that I can like carry stuff in, and I have a ship that I can fight in, and I have like a couple ground vehicles that I just bought over the years.
What's that other space game that was like all giving you
Starfield
nothing?
is the newest
Huh?
one. Starfield is one of the newest
No,
ones.
it's an older one that where like there's these crazy legendary. I actually like literally read a book about it once, which was like a storification of some of the lore where like someone was
I know what you're talking about.
friends with a
fucking
guy on a
Mass
made
Effect?
friends over 7 years with a dude and stole like a gigantic ship. What was it?
no
I was saying
Leathersmith.
Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect's pretty good.
Our boy there, Leathersmith, Aaron used to play it, and we used to talk about it, and he would tell me all about it, and I can't remember the fucking name of it. As soon as I say it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. It is.
Eve
It's the
Online.
space spreadsheet game. Yeah,
Yeah.
It said,
Is it
it
Eve?
said big MMO.
Yeah, it's Eve.
Eve.
That's it.
Yeah. I've heard about how incredible it is and that it ruins your life if you get into it. And yes, the space spreadsheet game I think is a great way to probably say what it is.
Yeah, that's what that is. This is something different.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. But I like the ambition of massive shit like that, even if Eve is not my vibe or whatever. Or No Man's Sky is just like a giant, Sims game or whatever. I haven't played it, but like this Star Citizen one seems like really up our alley. It's just they have to create an entire fucking universe with no bugs first. I feel like every time you do something major, there'd be like infinity bugs.
Totally.
Yeah, they're close. They're closer now than they've ever been. Like they really are like focusing this year on ironing out the bugs and doing like quality of life updates. Like like updating the maps part of the game so that not only do you have like because you just used to have a galaxy map, that was it. So like if you're running around in a building, like you don't know where the fuck you're going.
Right, yeah.
They're very good at like labeling. Like you just have to look around the environment and go like, oh, it's that way. Like there'll be like a sign or whatever. So I kind of approach it that way. But now like the map works at like multiple layers. Like
Nice.
where you are. Then the city and then the planet and then so just stuff like that. They're like ironing shit like that out right now. So
I just remember sorry, go ahead.
I think they're going to do it. I think they're, I'm
cool.
hoping they're going to go for like a release this year.
And I mean, the fact that they even have an alpha that you played and is like reasonable, like that's even just that is pretty impressive. Meaning they're close.
But it's like, it's kind of like a tech demo, almost. Although now there's apparently, I haven't checked. There's so much shit to do now that I haven't checked out. Now there are like story missions. There's like, contacts you can go to and talk to and like,
Sure.
They're like fully acted out. Like, it's not like COH where it's just like, a static image of a dude shows up with some text or whatever. It's like, you go to a bar and meet a guy and he, talks you through a thing and you go and do a thing for him and you come, like it's like that.
Right.
So
Right.
there's a bunch of stuff like that now. They're slowly pulling aliens into the game. There's like there's like an alien emporium you can go to. And if you like bring him stuff, you can get like, like he kind of sends you off on like fetch quests. And if you bring him stuff, you can eventually get like, limited run ships or limited run equipment from him. Cool stuff like that,
Yeah, that's sick.
But my only problem with it is it's there's no like non PvP zone. And 90% of the time it's fine. Like you don't encounter anybody, but
until
one time in 100 that you're playing, you just spent like 3 million credits on a fucking load of cargo that you're going to go and sell somewhere for 5 or whatever.
Right.
And some guy just fucking,
ganks you.
Some group just ganks you. And nobody gets anything, but like, they're like, so there's no way to guarantee that that's not going to happen unless you like run with a crew,
Sure.
Which,
and I get it, but
that's such an interesting thing because like gaming as a form of escapism or relaxation or just whatever, it's all well and good until you need a crew and you have to coordinate the actual fucking people to be around at the same fucking time in real life. Like it's like there's some real world constraints that you just can't, it's like, can a person not just relax? Do you have to actually like schedule a fucking crew meeting to go and have, you know what I mean? Like it's super interesting.
No, and that's the thing. I've gotten into arguments with people like in the game, like, dude, I was just like, I was on a planet, like, mining, and somebody came and just like blew me up for no fucking reason. And I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? They're like, stop bitching. This is part of the game. I'm like, no, dude, I fucking worked my ass off all day, and all I wanted to do was sit down and fucking do some mining by myself. I'm sitting here minding my own fucking business. Why do you have to come after me? Why don't you go engage with somebody who actually wants to fight you?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Just, like if you should, there should be like a universal thing where it's like, if you're just like, dude, leave me alone. I'm friendly. Like, don't bother me. I'm just fucking doing this, Like, you should just honor that, Like, you should just be like, okay, Like, otherwise you're just being a fucking asshole, Like,
that's it destroys the culture of the game.
The internet, man. That's like the thing, dude. Is it just?
But all the PvP people are like, "Oh, that's what the game is. That's what the game." It's like, no, that's not all the game is. You fucking morons. That's what the game is for you, maybe. So why don't you find other people like you, and then you guys can have a fucking blast, and the rest of us, you can fucking let us do what we're doing and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, sure. If we're flying around a fucking big ship full of a bunch of expensive stuff, I get if a pirate wants to fucking, attack you or, wants you to like do the thing, but people just blow you up. They don't even like, like it would be kind of cool if I was flying somewhere and somebody was like, hey, we're going to, you're surrounded. We're going to blow you up unless you give us, this many credits or whatever, I'd be like,
yeah. Instead, it's just like the NASCAR crash equivalent of fuckheadery,
Yeah.
They just are in it for the immediate action dopamine bullshit.
Yeah, but it's this is like the same story we've been hearing forever and ever and ever, dude. This is how these nerds fucking get off, dude. It's like they people. It's not even it's not even like confined into games. It's just people on the internet. They don't. They want to have like some sort of modicum of like power over people, so they do shit like this. You know what I mean? The worst ones are out there saying horrible shit on social media. You know what I mean? But in the games, this is how it manifests. You know what I mean? It was like that in COH before, and WoW, and all these other fucking games, dude, forever and ever and ever. It's like what it is. It's so fucking annoying, dude. I remember playing Grand Theft Auto online. I've never played any other MMO really, except for City of Heroes, and the reason is because of that, right? In the community, and it's like I remember trying Grand Theft Auto online, and like this dude just started running me over. Like the second I like fucking like logged in,
the minute you spawn,
the second I spawned, he started running me down with a car and just kept killing me. And I was just like, wow, okay. I was like, that's enough of that, and I just stopped. I never did it again.
I think it like you get all the way zoomed out to it's like a fucking chimp jerking off in a fucking zoo. In front of a crowd of people. It's like you get down to that like base animal brain shit. It's not even a human thing. It's just like reptilian fucking brain bullshit. And it's just so fucking depressing, dude. It's like, bro, I just want to chill. Leave me the fuck alone. Like you said, Benny, I've worked all day. I just want to chill, man. Fuck off, please.
Yeah, I mean, in regards to Star Citizen, there's definitely like, so there's 3 solar systems you can travel to now. One of them is like a fucking pirate system, so you can expect to get ganked there. Another one is like Stanton. It's sort of like a corporate system, so it's high security. So I guess the idea is that like if you don't want to get fucked with much, you stay in like a place like Stanton where there's like security, because if somebody fucks with you, here's the other thing: if you get busted, you actually have to go to prison for real time in the game.
Really?
Yes. And you can either break out or you can like, kind of like work off your debt. And I mean, it's not like days. It depends on what you do, I guess. But it's not like days. It's like, you might be stuck in there for like an hour or something.
Well, it's like kind of the
So,
equivalent of a character death where you can't recover the character. Like it's like you can play the stupid games, but you might win stupid prizes, but your character's not dead. You have to do some stupid shit to get him out. Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
It was just trying to disincentivize behavior, right? Like whether it works or not.
I guess that's the idea, but they're trusting people to like
not be fucking idiots.
Like no, people are idiots. Yeah, there's like the worst fucking thing in the world is like you're fucking flying through like an asteroid field and you're like, wow, this is amazing. And then some fucking twat in chat is like in all caps, like Trump 2028, and you're like, dude,
what does that have to do with this? Nothing.
You're in fucking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just trying to rile people up. It's the trolling, right? Like getting run over in GTA, trolling. People saying racist, stupid shit in Halo back in the day, trolling.
Same. It's the same.
Anonymous behind the mic. No one can come to your house and actually punch your dumb fucking ass in the face. Trolling. It's just fuck. I've never really done the online. I've literally never played an MMO ever just because I just can't fucking deal with the...
Aside from City, like this is exactly why I don't play any kind of online games, because I just like when I play, I want to get away from people and I want to just be in my head and in my world. You know what I mean? Like,
I love the idea of Star Citizen and I can see it being really interesting, but
yeah,
dealing with the general public, I don't know about that.
The idea of that fucking whatever 42, you play a regular linear game and then the character like literally is birthed into the broader MMO. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean,
that was what was promised in Mass Effect, and it was the biggest pile of shit ever.
Right.
I mean, and I've met cool people. It's not like it's all fucking shit show, right? Like there's cool people that play, and like somebody will be like, hey, let's have a fucking ship meet. It's like you grab your cool ship or whatever ship and go like land, and there's like fucking 20 other people there with their ships, and everybody's running around like checking out each other's ships, like shooting the shit. Like it's like a car show, like an impromptu car show, like in space.
Yeah, that's cool.
It can be really cool. It just depends. Like the potential for it to be amazing is really high. It's
really
just, there's always fucking dipshits, and I just hope that when the game actually goes live, they incorporate some stuff to like try and mediate that.
Yeah. It feels like I don't know, like social media where you'll just be minding your own business, and then some person will come along and just say the most negative shit ever. And you're just like, it just ruins your day. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's that kind of thing where you're just like doing your thing. And then, like you said, someone comes and nukes you from orbit. And then you're like, oh, fucking cool, man. Glad you feel good about yourself. It just kind of just takes the wind out of the sails. You're like, I'm just going to turn this shit off for like 2 weeks.
I get annoyed enough looking at what people say to people that I know. I don't even post anything on social media.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm talking back in the day. But yeah, totally. Yeah, I haven't posted anything social media in like fucking 10 years. For that reason, exactly. Are you ready to not talk about Battle Beyond the Stars?
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Fellas. Look here. Stand by.
One for C-Lab, two for Troy Eagle, three for Wolverine to round out the trio in this episode. Everybody dies.
Broadcasting live from inside the Power Band, this is blah. In this episode, everybody dies. I'm your host, Dink Lockwood, along with my friends, Head in a Jar Higo.
Yo.
And Chad 2 Weeks.
What up?
What up? What up? Welcome to the show. Folks, this week we're tackling a classic piece of vintage sci-fi, and that would be the 1980 classic Battle Beyond the Stars, starring Richard Thomas, Robert Vaughn, George Peppard, Sybil Danning, John Saxon, and a whole host of other actors. most notably Earl Bowen, the psychologist from the Terminator franchise. Let's get into it. High level, what's up?
Boob spaceships. My high level is if I ever have to watch Rebel Moon again,
oh my
I'm
god,
gonna get so mad. The amount of
this is better. This is better
camouflage
than
Rebel Moon shit I've had to see. Yeah, I mean, clearly Rebel Moon like rips off this, and this rips off Magnificent Seven, and Magnificent Seven rips off Seven Samurai. So I get it, but
right, totally.
I was so done with I was so done with this after Rebel Moon. Watching this, I was like, oh my god, is there really going to be 7 of them? Oh my fucking god. But it was schlocky B movie boob spaceships, and it had its moments.
Sure. You'd never seen it before?
I have never seen it before.
Okay. I saw this movie in the 80s. I saw this movie on cable. I've seen this movie many times. And Robert Vaughn was like our Brian Dennehy, Ben. He lived in our town. I don't know why.
Nice.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, he did. His son went to school with all of us. And, so there was a little, I guess, a somewhat special connection. I didn't really know him from any of the stuff that he had done in the 60s and the 70s that really made him famous. So, I saw him in this, and he was just always like this kind of mysterious kind of dude in most of his movies,
I mean, he was in Magnificent Seven, which is kind of interesting. Like, he played one of the same exact characters, right?
Well, the character was very similar, and some of the lines are exactly verbatim from Magnificent Seven, which I think is crazy. Right. Of his character, which I thought was nuts. But so I don't know, a little bit of a special connection. I saw this when I was a kid. It was, it was cool. Like in the 80s, it was cool. It was just like, and when you're a kid, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You don't care that the ship looks like a scrotum or whatever. It's like you don't. It's cool with cool spaceships and some good creatures. And I mean, really underneath the whole thing, like if I really I don't know, look at it in a certain lens, it's like it's a pretty good movie, dude. It's like it's more of a Magnificent Seven total ripoff than it is any kind of Star Wars ripoff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a good effort, dude. They had a lot of cool things going on. James Cameron, and they made their own effects studio and blah blah blah. So it's like it's cool to revisit it. I mean, is it like amazing? Like is it like the original Time Machine from 1968? No, that's a really great piece of science fiction, dude. That still holds up, really well even today. But it was a cool effort, man, and it had a good cast. Like there's some really good people in here, including Robert Vaughn and Richard Thomas and so forth. So I'll leave it there. Your turn, Ben.
It's a boob ship. It's definitely boobs. There's even nipples.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yes. I love it.
Wow. Did you see this when you were a kid? When we were kids?
I never saw it. I saw the box for it, and
it was always on your mental list.
I don't know. Well, to my to my eyes, it looked kind of low budge,
and it was.
So I wasn't particularly interested for whatever reason.
Sure.
This time, you mean, or back in the day?
Back in the day.
Yeah. I watched this recently. Snaps and I watched it recently, like right around the same time as Star Crash. And I think it's because I watched a video about Star Wars ripoffs. Yeah. And I was like, oh, these look interesting. Like these look like they'll be like a funny watch. Star Crash is like really more in that category, whereas this is kind of something different. I don't know. I mean, there's some decent production values going on with like some of the some of the models and shit are like actually pretty good, and like the way they filmed all of it was on the special effects end was decent. But again, definitely. I don't want to watch Rebel Moon ever again. It is same movie.
I mean, Rebel Moon is Battle Beyond the Stars at home, right?
What I don't get it. What do you guys? Are you insinuating that this movie is like Rebel Moon?
Yeah. So
is that what you're saying?
if I can jump in real quick, Benny.
Same plot.
It is the same plot. If I can jump in real quick, Benny, I think Benny and I were talking about something while we were twofering. Maybe it was me and you, Kev. I can't remember, but I think it was me and you, Kev. I was listening to a podcast called Going Rogue. So Adam Savage put in his
You told me
10
that.
things he loves from last year, Adam Savage video, and it was like, I really like this podcast. And it was about Rogue One, and this lady's clearly very in the industry, and it's a very interesting podcast. And she had a couple of episodes on Rebel Moon, so I was like really steeped in some of the Rebel Moon backstory shit, and like basically,
right.
J.J. Abrams sat in front of the Lucasfilm heads and was like, "I want to make Seven Samurai in space. I want to make Magnificent Seven in space." Literally,
you mean Zack Snyder?
Sorry, Zack Snyder. And this is exactly the same. And yeah, both are intentionally, literally remaking Seven Samurai / Magnificent Seven. And so they almost have exactly the same plot, basically. So yeah, that's my particular exposure from that podcast and awareness of it. Right. And then more broadly, it's kind of obvious once you know the source material, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. Sure.
But Rebel Moon was fucking horrifying. In this.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, to be fair, this came out way before that.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Which, to my mind, should have disincentivized Rebel Moon from being made. But it didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so where do we go from here?
Well, I actually, like, I guess the most interesting thing that came out of that Rebel Moon podcast was the way that Abrams got the deal for Rebel Moon was if he made a PG-13 cut for Netflix. And so when they made the deal, they were like, he's like, I'll make a cut for you, and then I get to make my own R-rated cut. And so, like, it wasn't communicated overly well, but the original movies that we watched, the non-director's cut versions, were not his version of the movie.
Or his
like
vision,
you're not even supposed to see them. The real movie is the like extra long, extra fucking bloody cuts that I couldn't. Sure. You couldn't pay me money to fucking watch them at this stage because of just like I just don't give a fuck. And they've got like 6 movies fucking planned out and blah blah blah. Who gives a shit? And so I just think like the like frustration of getting so much money to do this Rebel Moon thing and then just fucking it up so royally and making me so grumpy about, like, we talked about it when we covered the movie, to then turn this on and just be like, wait, fucking seriously? And it obviously isn't this movie's fault, but it's like it's coming from a place where I'm so like over the Zack Snyder shit that it just really didn't help. But I think you're right. I think like the ships are really cool. There's some like great Gribblies and fucking Star Wars-esque levels of, you know, ship interestingness, but they couldn't Star Wars out too much because they'd get sued. So the lasers are weird and there's no real explosions and the story's kind of jank, but like it's kind of okay. And like when I was 6 and I watched this in another universe, I would have been excited, but I didn't. I watched it when I was 46 and I was just like, fuck this movie. You know, so it's like it's kind of a jambalaya of emotions, if that makes sense.
Well, I can see that clearly. I mean, Rebel Moon, like they never should have released the chopped versions first,
or just at the same time, have them both out at the same time or something. Yeah,
exactly, because like that was what was so bad, because you're watching that cut version and like all of us were just like, you know, clawing our eyeballs out. It was so bad. So it was like, there's no way I'm going to give this other longer cut a chance. Like no way. That was,
but evidently
really
all of the takes are different takes. It's not adding scenes. Like I guess 90% of the director's cut is different takes. So it's actually not the same at all, but like I just have no interest in watching Snyder cut.
Too.
I just can't, you know? I don't know. They just wanted 2 bites at the apple or whatever, but this isn't obviously about Rebel Moon, but I feel like obviously kind of making it into it, so I apologize.
If everybody's done ragging about
Snyder
Rebel Moon, myself included.
Fucking
go ahead.
Snyder cuts.
Right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. The Justice League one was super long,
boring,
but it was pretty good. It was better than the theatrical one, I'll tell you that. Way better than the theatrical one, you know. But look, I mean, fuck those movies, dude. Let's talk about
Let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about
Let's talk about this. So So, and I'm going to try to keep it on the positive tip. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of janky shit here, but like, there's a lot of cool stuff, man. Like, they had like, you know, like if you could look past the budget, right, which is really kind of the biggest problem. Like, you know, you've got your kind of cool Han Solo character in George Papard. You know, you've got your slick sort of killer dude in Robert Vaughn with his equally cool sort of manta ray shaped ship, and you know, you've got the Thermian little heat people, you know, that have no ears. You know, it's kind of interesting concept, and then you had the Nestor, you know, like that was really cool. The Earl Bowen, you know, like that. He was, in my opinion, the most interesting person in the whole movie and the best in the whole movie. You know, I really like that guy, and I thought he really did a superlative effort, you know, with this like alien sort of hive mind creature thing, you know, like it was really cool. You know, if you could see like with a larger budget, this could have been, you know, a pretty interesting sort of situation, you know.
I feel like the budget was fine.
Any dog in this?
You what?
You both said something at the same time. I couldn't hear you. What?
Yeah, sorry. What did you say?
Fan, go ahead.
I'm not detecting any dog in this.
The hot dog scene. I think it's actually, Ben, that's perfect that we interrupted each other at the same time, because like I think the budget isn't the problem. I think the writing is the problem.
Yeah. Okay.
I found the whole like over
you're right.
modernization of the language, like using just colloquialisms from just of the time, that made you realize it was a movie.
Yes. It's a surefire way to ruin a movie. Yeah.
And like and I think that's one of the magical lightning in a bottle things that Star Wars randomly was able to achieve, was like it felt like a real universe. This did not feel like a real universe, despite the fact that it had decent enough effects, creatures, ships. It was just the whole like fucking horrible script. Do you have kisses where you come in your? Do your beings have kisses?
Oh my god!
You mean for procreation? Fuck? Yes.
Do you have kissing in your culture?
Prepare the bridal suite. It was just it was a slog. Me? The dialogue was a slog.
There's nothing left of me but a head and a machine. And the station. I am connected to it. As soon as you came in here, I felt your presence. That was pretty cool.
So I feel like that's where it really fell over. It was
that's a good point. You're right about that. Actually, I think you're right, because we've watched some low budget stuff that's really, really excellent because it had really good stories. You know what I mean? Really good acting and stories. So you're right.
There's a version of this movie that's Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I think I feel like if you actually like sat down to this exact movie and just overdubbed it like Kung Pao, you might actually be able to get something reasonable out of it, you know?
That's an interesting idea.
Because it really just, it's the stupid words. Like even George Papard or whatever with his fucking cowboy shit, like aside, like it was obviously a bit on the nose, but his scotch and soda utility,
dude. His drink dispenser was the shit, dude. Sorry, I didn't know what you said.
And the shit.
Yeah, dude, that thing was awesome.
But it was also a perfect example of why the movie is too in our world. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I think like that's a great. If we can stick on that point for one second, it's
hilarious.
There's numerous examples of films, especially in this modern era that we're in, you know, the last, 6 or 8 years, where there's too many movies that do this, right? Like amongst the many other egregious violations that the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy has made, that was one thing that people, you know, were talking about, was how everything is just like it is now in the world, even though it takes place in the year 3000 or whatever, right? And it was like when the sequelogy started getting along there after The Force Awakens, it was like all the Star Wars people started sounding like everybody that I see out in the world every day, and it's like nothing will disengage me from something more than that. You're right about that 100%. It drives me crazy, actually. I don't like it. I think it
there's a
sucks
balance
you right out of that world.
And this is
it's like I don't know. Like I think part of it's part of world building. It's part of all this nerdy shit we talk about every week. Like if you're really into making good world building, it's like you build speech. I mean, look at what those guys in freaking the Expanse did. You know what I mean? Like. I talked about how the Belter thing drove me crazy, but dude, they did a freaking amazing job with it. Like I watched a whole video where the guy was like, well, we took like chunks of like, gypsy Ukrainian and mixed it with this. And then we added a little dab of this. And then we wrote an entire dictionary and a Bible. Like, I mean, fucking A, that is putting serious effort into it. And it pays off because in the Expanse, you have 3 distinct factions of people, and like they brought that to life on screen by creating all that depth, man, right? With the Belters having the language and like the Martians having this and the Earthers having this. Like it was so good, man. You know what I mean? And then it's like you do a throwaway thing where you're like, well, we'll just make the dialogue like everybody that is down at the Starbucks. It's like, fuck that. I don't want to see that, dude. Like that's what I have to suffer through every day. I'd much rather some interesting effort.
Well, and there's there's like the world building and then maybe like the culture building, for lack of a better term. And I think that the Belter linguistic stuff, the Tolkien stuff is like culture building. They failed miserably at that here. And then the world building, you've got your visual stuff, and then you've got your words, like the names of the species and the planets. And it's like that was also kind of a fail. They were, I can't even do justice to just how stupid it was. Yeah, which is obviously meant to be like Akira Kurosawa. It's like, okay, cool. You kind of have to hit them all well enough, right? So it's like the visuals, I think they did a good job. Good enough, certainly for the time and the budge.
Sure.
But the like glibbly goop and gieben gobbin fucking word salad for the world building was a C+ at best. And then the cultural shit was just like an F.
Sure.
Like fucking Scotch and soda cowboy. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, what, dude? Like, literally, the guy's from Earth and is a cowboy and smokes butts in his fucking truck and drinks Scotch. Like, okay, but it's like the Rat Pack in space, Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, God, yeah, totally. That's so funny. Scotch and soda cowboy. I love it.
I don't know. Like, it's trying to be funny. It's trying to be like Sinatra, Rat Packy, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. And then you have like the Norse Valkyrie woman, and then you got like, the Nestors were like, sort of the coolest, most interesting, different.
And those were the third eye blind white face dudes.
Yeah, third eye blind white face dude. Your fucking descriptions are the best.
I really liked that scene. I'm sorry. I'm all over the shop today. I don't know why, but I really like that scene where they were like, got the third eye guy in the chair and they're going to torture him. And it's just like, no,
we have no,
and then he just dies. Like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Totally.
He can't affect him, and he also just says one thing and then just immediately
his
dies.
Arm. Yeah. Give me his arm.
I don't know. I'm sorry I didn't enjoy this enough, and I'm just like, I just don't.
No, it's all right.
I wish I gave a fuck.
Who is the? I can't they don't have the actors in IMDb. Obviously, they're not in their makeup, so it's hard to tell who's who. But the Cayman guy, like that guy he was very reminiscent of like a couple different things. He kind of looked like a Sleestack. He kind of looked like the lizard guy.
Oh.
It was the last of his race because Sador had destroyed his entire
Did you say Sador? I will join your team.
Yeah. and he looked kind of like the sort of reptilian dudes from the last Starfighter, the guy that taught. It was like the co-pilot there with
what was the other one? The one that you guys twofered?
Grig.
Oh, Enemy Mine. Yeah, a little bit of Enemy Mine in there, and then some Sleestack and I don't know, something else maybe. But Yeah, so he kind of was like a kind of a little bit of like a ripoff of all that, you know, kind of.
He had a cool battle cry, but I don't remember what it was. It was like,
yeah, it was.
Oh, like something like that. I don't know what it was.
You know, that's going to be the bitty snap for this episode.
100%.
Right? Shit. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess more sort of lack of effort. But I mean, you know, for Roger Corman, from what I understand from doing some reading, like, you know, this is a guy that just made these like B movies, like what was the other ones? Herpenoids from Space and
Herpenoids, Space
Herpes. I don't know what
Herpes.
the hell it was. Sorry, no, I don't know, something like that. I can't.
I
remember.
love that. I'll watch that.
So like, you know, he's not making like, you know, alien level shit. This guy's not Ridley Scott. He's down and dirty. He's like, let's get in here, let's make a quick something, we'll sell the rights and make a quick buck and move on to the next thing, man, you know. So, you know, there's that too. I mean, this is really like a crappy B movie that somehow managed to sort of like, you know, when you step over something with like a large step, like over into like the A-level territory, you know, for like 1 foot is kind of how I see it. You know, it's not like you know, this is like the sequel to Alien and it just kind of didn't do well.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's not like that, you know.
I mean, his previous movie was Death Sport, futuristic science fiction about a sport to the death using destructo cycles.
Well, there you go, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Like the fucking
humanoids from the deep,
so
not herpenoids.
I like herpenoids
from I think I said deep. Herpenoids from space, but it's humanoids from the deep.
I'm so into that.
Again,
I'm your host, Herpenoids from the deep.
Herpenoids sounds better.
Herpenoids is amazing.
In our universe.
Yeah, that's what
it's Herpenoids. I was thinking about the EBD universe the other day, and I started thinking about the the purifier from Riddick.
Oh, totally.
You know?
That's
David Carradine. We have to do this. I hated the movie this week so much that I want to watch another movie by this director called Death Sport. In the year 3000, there will be no more Olympic Games, World Series, or Super Bowl. There'll only be Death Sport.
Here's my prediction. We do Death Sport this next week, and we get on the mic, and Chad's like, yeah, I'm an idiot
too. Once again, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that.
Death Sport.
I want to enjoy B movies. I just struggle.
Right?
I really do.
Almost certainly. Yeah, I know, because they're so hit or miss, dude. You know? You're not really.
I think I said it before. I think you put a laugh track to this movie, and
sure,
you might have something.
Might
there,
get
right?
It becomes a masterpiece. You know?
Yeah, that's fair, man. Like you have to travel through bad to get to so bad it's good, right?
Looks so fucking cheesy, dude. Yes, Death Sport,
dude. Seriously, it looks so bad.
David Carradine, Claudia Jennings, David Carradine.
I mean, what is happening? What is happening here, for example?
What do you mean? Are we in Battle Beyond the Stars?
No.
Oh,
in Death Sport.
Sorry,
1978.
I'm already looking at it. Oh my god, what is going on there? Who knows?
Guys with the bug eyes.
I don't know what's happening
because either that or those are the glasses they wear. Can you imagine like rolling up on a group of bandits wearing goggles like that?
Yeah, being like, "Give me all your money." I'd just be like, "Wait, sorry, hang on."
I'd
pause.
freak. Ooh, that would be scary,
eyes,
man. Right? That would be scary, dude.
This is like
Death Sport. You know what this looks like?
Zardoz,
Death Sport. This looks.
Man.
It has elements of Steel Dawn, starring Patrick Swayze and Dawn Swayze. That's what this looks like to me.
Motorcycles, loincloths.
Yeah, exactly. Swords. I mean, lasers. Dude, this is kind of like, it's kind of like Mad Max on motorcycles, sort of. Right? It's kind of like Running Man meets Mad Max. When did this masterpiece get released? 1978. Holy
poster.
shit. In the year 3000.
Look at that hand-painted fucking Tamil Nadu David Carradine.
I love this like bike dude in the poster. He's like, it's like this Conan kind of guy with like a laser gun. And then there's like, he's simultaneously riding the bike, standing up on the bike, looking back on the bike, holding his gun in the air and shooting a missile behind him. And the bike's a chopper.
But I thought he was traveling towards the lower right, but he's actually looking backwards, which is even better.
Yeah.
This is like
no, not a
irrelevant
chopper,
to
but
the
it's got a
listener,
long.
but-
It's fucking well.
It's supposed to be a chopper. You know it is.
Yeah, you know, but it's like a.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
how capable a chopper is in the dirt.
Right. Well, you know, Chad, I mean, this is relevant because if we do this movie next week, then it's entirely relevant.
Okay.
But I've got a really strong premonition that we were going to forget about
horrible.
this. We're going to forget about this by the time we get to. Hey, Chad, what are we doing
I've
next
already
week?
forgotten about this.
Very well. So continuing on with, here we got something hot coming in from Jar Higo, hot off the press.
I was kind of enamored with this matte painting.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Denis Villeneuve lifted that for
It's cool.
Fade Routh of fight in black and white in the latest Dune movie.
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. That is really
Kitty
cool.
Prime.
I thought it was Geedy Prime.
I'm classically like, I don't care about pronunciations when I'm reading, and I just like mispronounce shit all the time and don't really give a fuck. But you're right. It is Geedy Prime. I think.
That's better because I reread the same word like 10 times trying to like
figure it out.
Trying out different pronunciations until I decide what I think might be the best one.
That's the way I'm like Ben.
And then I'm wrong anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I just make something up in my head and I'm like, whatever. It's
I don't think so, dude. You're always correcting me or him about some science fiction nerd term,
because
dude. So you're
this is
not
pre-Galileo, dude. The fucking sun orbits the Earth. Like, obviously, I'm right all the time, and everyone else is wrong. It's like one of the only ways you can maintain nerd cred is if you have some of that bone in your body, right? Like, you have to be.
Can't
you have to be a little bit self-centered. Like, I'm willing to admit it.
I was asleep over, trying to figure out what your proper pronunciation is for a fucking name in a sci-fi book.
Don't blame your insomnia on sci-fi pronunciations.
No, seriously, this is like I have these horrible stress dreams that like I'm like half awake, half asleep, and it's over stupid shit like that.
That's how you know Dan Simmons had died, as he came to you in a dream before he went to heaven and was like, "You've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time," and then just went to heaven. It's true.
You're like Dr. Spirograph from The Simpsons, dude. You can't sleep. You're up at your drafting table doing Spirograph all night, figuring out the secrets of the universe,
exactly.
the definitions of the words.
I mean, I read your statement as respect for the material. So, like, kudos for sure. But there's only so much I can do with pronunciation.
And that concludes the pronunciation section of the show, folks. And now back to Battle Beyond the Stars.
It's like this. Next segment is the Count from Sesame Street teaching us about the number 5.
Can we do the guy painting the numbers on the bald guy's head instead?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I saw one. This is so ridiculous. I saw one the other day that was like a screen grab from a somewhat recent Sesame Street, and it was like, Sesame Street has its first real homeless person on Sesame Street. And then someone just commented, like, Oscar the Grouch has been living in a trash can for 37 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly,
so
dude.
Fucking funny, man. It really cracked me up.
That's funny.
But yes, we can paint bald guys' heads if you want.
Yeah, you remember that one, right? It's like the guy that's always like lurking, waiting to paint a number on the bald guy's fucking head.
Yeah. I mean, bald guys' heads are 4.
I love that one. That was great. Somebody made an action figure of the typewriter guy.
The typewriter guy?
Yeah, the typewriter guy from Sesame Street.
I do.
He like rolls out on like squeaky wheels. He's like, he's always like,
oh yeah.
And he starts typing on himself. That dude, yeah.
Whenever I'm alone, I type it myself too.
You are a typewriter.
Dude. I had opened up the Rebel Moon page to look something up back when we were talking about it. It's okay. I just realized that I was on the reviews section, and this kind of perfectly sums up the film. This guy rated Rebel Moon 2 out of 5 stars and said it is it's more of a loosely doodled mood board than a functioning film.
Loosely doodled mood board.
Dude,
like that.
Honestly, that's like a good example of like when you put that, like you put that on your poster. I would put that on my poster if I was Zack Snyder. It's like when you have like a restaurant where some fucking Karen writes some ridiculous review and they like print it out and stick it in the window, you know, because people will be like, I'm totally going to this restaurant now because that lady's obviously
right.
crazy.
Or put a copy of it inside every menu.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I love that.
Holy shit, that's great, dude. So yeah, loosely doodled mood board. There you go. Anyway, sorry to
recommendations.
Have you guys noticed that on the main movie poster, there's all kinds of stuff that's like not actually in the movie?
Kind of. Yeah, I didn't really.
There's like a futuristic city.
There's like a bug dude.
There's like these
two-headed guy.
Like 2 golden aliens. Yeah, there's a 2-headed guy. There's like a bug dude holding like a fucking laser rifle. Like, none of that was in this
They
book.
obviously got the artist that whenever they get distracted turns an alien into a gorilla by mistake, kind of reptile guy.
Yeah. No, you're right, dude. And the thermite people are very different looking. They look like little glowing Buddhas in the picture, as opposed to what we got.
Yeah, they're the space Oscars. That's the award you get for being the best at dialogue.
And then the Valkyrie lady looks like she's got like a butterfly headdress instead of like wings.
Dude, can we talk about her costumes?
And then, sure.
God. Yeah, what's first? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm totally.
Were you
where the fuck is the two-headed guy?
Like
where is the insect guy? This is bullshit. The cowboy's probably the most accurate, to be fair, in the poster.
Definitely.
Let's wrap this part up before you move on to your 12-year-old Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
boner.
I haven't taken my Ritalin today. I'm all over the fucking place.
Boners.
That was I, as a side note, laughing a lot editing the Days of Thunder episode.
Were you?
Yeah, it was funny, dude.
I don't remember.
Especially the whole like the 12-year-old kid, you know, writing the movie. Like we ended up beating on that quite a little bit, dude. So
but no pun intended.
Oh my God, this has got to be the most ADD show we have ever done.
It's Ben's fault. He's got a cat with a fucking lettuce on his head.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I can't take this podcast seriously with that image.
What? That is making you not take this seriously? Of all the things of the 350 episodes or whatever, that one thing that he's had up there for like 2 weeks?
You still didn't get the number right, mate.
All right.
Your
I never
argument
get it right, brother.
Is irrelevant.
Your argument is irrelevant.
But if you look below the little cityscape near the bottom of the mountain, you'll see, Kev, that the actual signature of the artist is there, and it says Billy Mays. If you look closely, it looks like Billy Mays. So Billy Mays is the artist here, and that's why
it does look like Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, like from OxyClean, that guy?
Yeah. Here,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did movie posters and matte paintings back in the day.
That's how he got his big break.
That's how he got to start.
Billy Mays here.
Billy Mays here for movie posters.
Billy Mays here for Battle Beyond the Stars. You want to talk fucking ADD, man.
Somebody should do that. Somebody should try and produce a film and then sell it via infomercial.
That is a good idea.
No, dude. They should just we should just make fake infomercials for the films.
Mm-hmm.
right?
I'm down.
That's a pretty good idea.
It's a great idea, actually.
It's not a good idea. It's a great idea.
That's what happens, Ben, when you have a good, humorous collaboration every single Friday night. You get great ideas like that.
No doubt about it.
Every once in a while.
When do you think they...
Jeb's like, I was born for this.
Right, you were born for this.
Damn right, dude.
At what point in the development of this movie do you think they were like, the ship needs to have a giant rack? Like, who was it that was like, this has to happen? We won't fund it unless this happens. Like, who do you think it was? It had to have been James Cameron.
I think that's what it started with.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it started with the boob ship, and then it branched
and the rest
out
of it
from
just
there.
came out. Okay, I mean that seems plausible.
I guess that's I never saw the ship that way, and then when I was watching it this time, I was like, it's very. I am looking at the poster. It's very scrotal, and it's sort of.
But the ship is like a
so
cheeky lady friend, you know.
I get it, but like you know what you know what I mean when I say that like you look at something a certain way like the first time you see it, and then that's how you kind of see it. You know, like I was always I didn't really think of it when I was a kid. No, I never thought about it when I was a kid, but when you guys were saying that last week, and then when I started looking at it, I was like, well, it kind of looks like scrotal, sort of.
Did you? I'm so all over the place. Did you ever see? There's a video going around.
It's got nipples.
It does. I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh God, that is so funny.
It's one of the best lines. Did you
Chad,
see
please
that?
Start 3 more threads right now.
I haven't closely inspected my sack in a while, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have nipples.
I mean, wouldn't that be funny if extra nipples showed up on your like? Yeah, that'd be funny.
No, that would be funny. I think I would laugh out loud at that.
That would be funny. This one. Oh my God!
Son of a gun! Look at that.
Copy link address. So someone sent me this.
Son of a gun! Look at that! I got nipples on my sack.
I got nipples on my sack.
Hey,
how about that?
If you did, you would totally pinch them while doing other things.
What?
I think this is this guy. There was a guy who wanted to give pills to his ex-girlfriend.
Ladies and gentlemen, take 2, Chad's 48th thread. Go ahead.
There was a guy who was in a room and it was like a motion cap situation where all of his movements were mimicked by a robot. So like whatever he did, the robot would do. And obviously because he was a nerd, he started doing like kung fu. Did you ever see this video?
Oh,
it's almost like
robot kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah, he kicks himself in the fucking balls. It's honestly like the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go.
It's so good. He kicks himself in the dick. Like it just doesn't get much better than that, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen it.
And then the robot jumped out the window and exploded on the street below.
I love that it's an Aussie. I didn't realize. I've never seen the like news footage version. When like the media is so hard up for cash that it just posts fucking memes.
I think the best bit is that the robot goes like, "Ooh."
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
The robot bends over.
That is the best bit.
It's so fucking good. Like I would watch that over and over for 118 runtime minutes instead of watching this movie again. Oh God, it's good.
There is an Instagram video that I have definitely watched hundreds of times.
Oh yeah,
and it's like I don't know. It's got to be like I don't know, like maybe like a Korean kids game show kind of a thing or something. But it's like it's hard to explain. There's a girl and a boy, and they have these like buckets of water on their heads. So like the girl has the bucket of water on her head, the boy puts the bucket of water on his head, and the girl cracks an egg into the bucket, and the egg like leaks down in front of the boy's eye, and the girl's just like looking at him. eventually the boy like freaks out and pulls the thing off, and like everybody starts laughing. But it sounds like
it sounds pretty ridiculous.
It doesn't
but
sound
I believe
like much,
you.
but if you, it's set to
you.
like this it's set to this perfect music, and the look on the girl's face while she's watching him freak out about the egg is just like pure judgment. She's just
you got to send that to the class.
Pure
my
disgust.
Friend.
Like
share that with the class.
But I have watched that over and over and over again. Some nerd out there has seen it and they know what I'm talking about. And like,
I've probably seen it, but I need to see it. Okay, Battle Beyond Stars recommendations. No, I would not recommend you watch this movie. What are we doing next week?
Ladies and gentlemen, I tried. I really, really tried, but this is it. We are done. That was about a 20-minute show.
No, it's fine.
I would recommend this movie. I really would. I would say watch the movie at least one time. It's sort of fun, you know.
Isn't Richard Thomas the name of the guy that owns Wendy? No, that's Dave Thomas. That's a death.
That's Dave. Dude.
So Dave Thomas plays Shad.
Dave Thomas.
Our good friend Shad in this movie. And I want John Ritter to be the character of Shad. I think that would have leveled up the movie enough for me.
John Ritter. Where does that come from?
I just feel like John Ritter would have killed it as Shad. And Richard Thomas was fine, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to punch him.
What? No.
He's
great, dude. He's such a good actor. Exactly. Not only is he John Boy, but he's gone on to do so many great roles since then, man. Boy. Yeah, he had a huge. I believe he was on Dexter. That was like one of his big things. Yeah, it was really
Ozark.
Good,
I guess I don't remember him from Ozark, but
yeah, I remember that. It was really good too. Some bitch.
I watched American Graffiti for the first time. Speaking of Battle Beyond the Stars, and like,
wait. Who did you say was the founder of Wendy's? Not Dave Thomas, but who?
This guy, Richard Thomas.
Richard Thomas. Founder.
I want Dave Thomas to be in this movie.
Wendy's
this whole like
yeah,
McDonald's CEO eating cheeseburger fucking thing that's blowing up all over the world. I want Dave Thomas AI'd into Battle Beyond the Stars.
There you go. Walking into the thing with a Frosty, you know, like that kind of thing.
Hang on, I'm watching this now. I have no interest in being part of a podcast today.
Clearly.
Oh, hang on. I got to turn the music on. How do I turn the music on?
Yeah, turn the music on.
What the fuck is this? Is this what is this like? Is this like the genesis of
What is he supposed to do?
I don't know.
It looks like literally like an egg yolk that they're trying to get in their mouth.
No, she cracks like an egg.
What?
She cracks an egg on it.
I feel like there needs to be like an Instagram spirit animal or like like everyone has like a spirit reel. I think this is your spirit reel, Benny.
There's a guy like on mine, like it's playing me the short, but then next to that there's comments, and one of the comments the guy he took the part where they close up on his face and he looped it like a second of it, and it's just so funny and weird, which makes it even better.
It's just the way their faces look in the water. The look on the girl's face when she's watching him, like it's
100%,
it's perfect. 100%. She's just like blinking, like.
I love that. I love that so much.
And with the music, like the music really makes it.
Absolutely. And then the guy just rips the thing off. He's like, "Get this
Somebody's fucking drowning,
off
fair.
me, dude."
So
I don't know what I don't know what he's supposed to be doing, but god damn it, it is funny.
It was funny. Good. Very nice. Nice.
So John Saxon, I feel like he's in every movie ever, but I guess he's only really, for me, Enter the Dragon. Like,
oh yeah, totally, dude. Enter the Dragon.
Because like he was so
John Saxon's
recognizable,
great.
and then when I looked at his backlog,
John
I was like, there's
Saxon.
not really a lot here.
What, dude? He was everywhere in the 80s. Nightmare on Elm Street. Like,
I guess it's just shit that I haven't seen, you know? Like, I expected it to be more shit that I had seen, I guess, is what I'm saying. Not that he hasn't done stuff. I was just surprised that it was only a couple of things, you know?
What do you mean? Like, he only did a couple things?
No. He's done 297 credits, of which I've seen him in 2 things. Enter the Dragon and Nightmare on Elm
I got
Street.
you.
Like,
Sorry,
I'm surprised I
haven't.
haven't seen more of his shit because he's obviously done a bunch of stuff. And he's so memorable, his face at least, or him. I was like, I know that dude. And then it was like, I barely know that dude.
I always liked actors like John that like would just do kind of anything. He's done some kind of whatever sort of B movies, and he's done some other really cool stuff that's like A level. Like he just does everything. I just dig that, you know, like being in that Bruce Lee movie, like that's like, it's a big deal, dude, you know?
Totally.
I knew it.
What?
He was in an episode of Magnum PI.
Bro, he was in an episode of Fantasy Island,
there you
Magnum
go.
PI, the A-Team,
Yeah.
Jenks, You Owe Me a Coke, Hardcastle and McCormick. I mean, dude, right? Where's the Chips episode? That's what the problem is here. There's no Chips episode.
No Chips
Falcon
episode.
Crest.
Falcon Crest.
Ben, you want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I went when I was driving for Uber a couple years back. Well, it was like quite a few years back, actually. Now I went up to, there's like a couple towns away called Middlebury, and I drove up there to do a pickup in the morning. And I pulled onto the road, and it was like one of these like kind of McMansion house roads, and the name of the road was Falcon Crest.
Nice.
I mean, I shit you not. I couldn't believe it. And I even said to the lady, I said, really? Falcon Crest? She's like, I know, right?
She's in. She's
Okay,
in.
man.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
She was. It was cool.
She's like, yeah,
It was weird, too, for like a random town and like a random road in the middle of like a very like woodsy small town, you know? I don't know.
Totally.
Anyway. Yeah.
What was it though? Was it a road or a boulevard? It must have been a road. Falcon Crest Road.
No, it was like in a neighborhood. So like, you know, when you take like sort of a
I know, but like
neighborhood road.
I feel like this is important.
It's
like Falcon Crest Close, Falcon Crest.
It was probably
Crest
Falcon
Road.
Crest Drive.
Ooh, Drive. Yes, the best Falcon Crest.
The best of the Falcon Crests. Where do we live in Valverde? On Falcon Crest Drive.
69 Falcon Crest Drive.
All right.
Okay, so that's John Saxon.
Okay. Yeah, John Saxon was great, man.
What was with the fact that was his arm broken or something?
I didn't get that. I
think it was going for the like
his little sash there.
It was going for the Napoleon, I think.
Right.
I think his arm was broken, and he was trying to make it look like he was
tough.
Napoleon.
Well, I was reading.
He broke his arm
somewhere.
trying to get the face Gorbachev off of his nose or whatever.
And, yeah.
It was good.
Face Gorbachev.
I mean, what the fuck was that about? It was like the makeup artist tripped and fell, and they were like, I kind of like it. Let's keep it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops, more Gorbachev. That's like a product. Billy Mays here.
Here, Billy Mays here with Face Gorbachev.
Here to tell
Is
you about
your
our
face
Oops,
boring?
more Gorbachev.
Are you sick of looking at your own face every morning when you get up? Try the Face Gorbachev. Slap it on there, and you'll look completely different.
Are you tired of your fake mustache collection?
What's the biggest problem when you wake up in the morning? You look in the mirror, boom, it's the same old loser you. Now you don't have to deal with that. Slap a Face Gorbachev on.
For $20.99 a month, you get a different face Gorbachev.
No. I don't go in for all the subscription bullshit. We gotta kick it old school.
But it's gotta have like scrolling, like scrolling Gorbachev's on the screen as he's talking about it. You know,
right? Order now and you get this extra. You know what I mean? Like it was always like if you order now, yeah, exactly.
Right. For a limited time only, you get 2 Gorbachev's for the price of 1.
Yeah. That's $80 worth of shit for only $19.99.
$80 worth of Gorbachev's.
That's $80 worth of Gorbachev for only $19.99.
For only $29.95. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hell, dude. Wow.
That's amazing.
This is like Chad's greatest moment, dude. We have it all recorded on video and audio. I love it.
I just don't want to talk about this movie.
My drink actually just came out of my nose.
Really? I love it.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Jesus.
Sorry. What did you say, Ben? I couldn't hear you over Chad's
drink
chat.
came out of his nose.
Drink just came out of my nose.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I took a sip at just the wrong time.
That's good, man. Whew. This is, folks. This is what we now refer to as going suborbital.
Yeah, that's it, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, good times.
John Saxon. Good job, buddy.
That was John Saxon, his arm and his Gorbachev on his face.
Face Gorbachev. Whoo.
Okay.
Wow.
What else we got?
I love the idea of a birthmark just universally being known as a Gorbachev.
Yeah, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But additionally, like, wasn't there like a thing in like I feel like the Naked Gun maybe where there was
where it moved around.
Gorbachev and it kept moving. Yeah, exactly. That was funny.
That was the best. I'm pretty sure it was Naked Gun.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys gave your recommendations. Moving backwards, deaths. We had one death, and that was Chad thought Richard Thomas was the founder of Wendy's.
But he should be in
this movie. I did not give a recommendation.
But he thinks that Dave Thomas should be in the movie. And that was it. Nuggets, there was quite a few. They were actually kind of like serious. A lot of like the press and the Nuggets were about the fact that James Cameron worked on this movie. So for all the folks at home that are paying attention to this ADD rattled fucking disjointed piece of shit of an episode that we're doing, James Cameron, this was kind of his start in the movie business. He was like eventually became the art director on this movie when the original guy got canned midway through, but he was like a model builder, and actually Gail Ann Hurd, who later would become his producing partner for a little while and then his wife for a little while, ironically enough, the same amount of time, also worked on this movie. So kind of cool that he was involved in this film, but there's a lot of the nuggets on Let's Make Nuggets Not Fun is about that. And additionally, this is another thing that's actually cool, and that's that James Horner, this was his second score ever that he did in the movie industry. And the cool thing, I think the score is actually really good.
Sure.
Like, it sounds very James Horner, and it's very kind of epic sounding, which is cool. But the other thing that's really neat is that he played this for producers when they were, ramping up Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, and they were blown away. They hired him on the spot, which is pretty sweet. So I think this score probably inspired some of that, because I think Wrath of Khan, if I'm not mistaken, is 82. So
this is this the same James Horner that does a lot of Cameron's movies, like Titanic and Avatar and shit?
Dude, this is James Horner, bro. Yes, he
I'm
did
just not super familiar.
Aliens, Titanic. He's done countless scores.
Yeah, cool. Wind Talkers, obviously.
Excellent.
Nicolas Cage.
Excellent. Yeah, he's great.
Right on. I did find one nugget that's like, it's like a really sad nugget, but also kind of a funny nugget, where the Valkyrie lady here evidently was well known of the time for B movies. She's the queen of B movies, evidently. But there's a nugget where she was so sick of being known as the boobs person and going topless in movies that she like stopped doing it. And then this movie she was in, Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, they convinced her to like show her boobs one time in traditional fucking asshole fashion. They used the shot of her topless 17 times in the credits. So she was like, dude, what the fuck? And I feel like it's such a great example of like the TNA objectification stuff that the poor woman had her boobs for like the entire credit sequence for no reason. It's just like, oh my God, so fucking brutal. Poor lady. Wow. And Howling 2, ... Your Sister is a Werewolf sounds like a great movie.
There you go. Yeah, it sounds great.
Way better than the Howling one.
Yeah, exactly. I only start at 2. Like, obviously, we all know this. I don't watch the first of anything. We did it backwards. And so, actual recommendations? Or are we done with Nugs?
No, I'm done. I gave my recommendation.
You got, what do you think, Benny? Did you give one too?
No, I did not give one. So, despite our apparent lack of interest in talking about this movie, Snaps and I actually had a good time watching this. Like, we're kind of cracking jokes the entire time it was on. So, yeah, I think, as long as you're not watching it expecting some kind of masterpiece, I think a lot of people that listen to this podcast would probably appreciate it if they approach it from sort of a Mystery Science Theater 3000, perspective.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
This would be a great MST3K episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what I need. I feel like when you say like the laugh track thing, like the MST3K thing is what I'm imagining. Like those movies are terrible on their own. But when you add the funny bits, man, goddamn. I watch that show all day. I love it.
Dude,
word up.
Fuck? How does this stupid filter on IMDb work?
What filter?
I don't understand this. It's like when you go to like I pulled up James Horner and then it says like music department, composer, actor, soundtrack, producer. It's like when you click on it and it X's,
you click twice.
Does that mean?
I click once to turn it off and then click a second time to have it at the top. So if you want to see director, you just click once and then twice.
No, I got it. Hold on. God, what the fuck?
IMDb's the fucking worst.
It is such a POS, dude. Battle beyond the stars. Herpanoids from space.
There were some gems today
from
gentlemen.
Space.
I did not look forward to the conversation after this, and the fucking Gorbachev just absolutely murdered me.
I had a really great name. Somebody said for this week's episode, for the Days of Thunder episode, and I forgot to tell you. Damn it.
Well, you still haven't told me.
I'm saying that I know because I forgot. I can't remember what it was.
Wow. Hannibal's actual name was John Smith?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? And
this
is really disappointing. No wonder they call him Hannibal.
It's kind of
I've heard that, but
question.
I don't. Yeah, it didn't stick in my brain. I did hear it before though.
Colonel John Hannibal Smith.
And how? Cool. Well, I definitely think we don't do Death Sport next week.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Let's do something good.
Yeah, let's do something actually interesting or good. Benny, anything on your radar these days, my man?
Not necessarily. do have some requests from John Pyburn.
Oh, we should get Pyburn on, actually. I've actually told him months ago.
Great.
He was going to come on for original Ninja Turtles, where we pause it when one of the turtles goes to Tremors, then watch Tremors, then come back to Turtles.
That's what I know. Well, that's what he said. Ben sent the thing over today, and he said that's what he wants to do. He wants Rubber Suit Ninja Turtles or Star Trek 6.
Yeah, I think we get him on for the double feature. I think that could be a fun episode.
Why don't let's do Minority Report. That movie is so good. That's a great Tom Cruise movie. We need a good Tom Cruise movie to get the taste of Days of Thunder out of our mouths.
You just want to see
our
the center
minds.
tooth again.
Weirdly
No,
enough, I
don't.
don't know if that equals another Tom Cruise movie, but I'll try.
What do you mean?
If getting the taste.
Oh, if it will
that's
achieve
enough.
getting the taste out of the
That's
mouth.
not enough.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know that more Tom Cruise is the answer to that, but we'll see.
We'll give it a whirl.
Wolf, I'm willing to try.
Edge of Tomorrow is the movie that gets the taste out of the mouth, I think. But
I don't know, man. I think Minority Report is extremely strong. I think it's really good.
Let's do it. Oh, I mean,
great.
This is separate, but I watched A Knight's Tale the other day randomly, as you do when shit gets recommended. And I remember that being good, and I watched it, and I actually want to volunteer for a death because it was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. That I ever thought it was a good movie is fucking ridiculous.
So wait, you thought it was a good movie?
I remember being like, I like that movie, and I watched it again, and I was like, I want to go back in time and robot kick myself in the balls. It is just such a fucking bad movie. And I don't think that's going to be the case with Minority Report, but it's been so long that I really want it to hold up enough.
It does hold up. I've watched that movie so many times. I haven't seen it in a few years, but I've definitely seen it in the last 5 years, and it's always delivered. So I can't imagine it not. It's a Spielberg movie.
It stands and
shit.
delivers.
It does stand and deliver.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm down.
It does not Elsa clone.
Yeah. So, hey, Chad, what are we doing next week?
Well, through deep planning, we've come up with Minority Report as the algorithmically perfect movie to do next.
Holy shit. Love it.
You know what that means, Kev. You got to leave all that previous shit in there.
Totally. That sounds exciting, man. I know I'm excited. I like a really good modern Tom Cruise movie to get the taste of Days of Thunder out of our mouths. Sounds great. I can't wait. And I'm sure the folks at home are excited too.
Very.
Palpable.
Awesome. Yes, indeed it is. So there you have it, folks. We're going to tackle Minority Report next week. Philip K. Dick's story, directed by Steven Seagal and Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
Starring Neil McDonough and co-starring Tom Cruise.
Thanks to our sponsors, Athletic Greens and Face Gorbachev's, Nose Gorbachev's.
Yeah, Gorbachev Face. And, of course, we always want to say a special thank you whenever Billy Mays helps us out on an episode. Thank you, Billy.
Thank you, Mr. Mays.
Yeah, furthermore, thanks for joining us for Battle Beyond the Stars. It was one of our most concise, well-constructed, well-organized episodes, and we were proud for you to hear it. So thank you again. And that's it. From all of us here at the EBD universe
on Falcon Punch Drive.
On Falcon Punch Drive, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's going to wrap up this week's episode, folks. If you'd like to check out the show notes for this episode, you can do so in your podcast app choice, or at our website, ebd.fm/episodes/345? 341. No. It can't be 341. We've already done 344. No? I like that you're not talking and just shaking your head.
Saving you ahead of time.
live.
No, 340. Days of Thunder was 340.
Got it. 341. If you'd like to support the show, there's a number of great ways you could do so. You can
subscribe to Nose Gorbachev's. We get a cut.
Yeah, you can buy, the Gorbachev Face product.
Use code Mother Russia at checkout.
Well, you heard it from Chad. Use code Mother Russia at checkout to save 20%. Of course,
off your
Athletic
first
Greens.
3 Gorbachevs.
Oh God, dude, get your Gorbachevs today. That is an exciting new product, and I know Chad's excited. And
I want to get a
too,
white T-shirt that has a purple exact Gorbachev stain, so it looks like I just spilled grape juice on me. But like only like 5 people in the world would get it, and I'm gonna wear that. It's gonna be my shirt.
Fucking make it, dude. What the hell?
God, that'd be so good.
Let's do it.
Or like a fucking trucker, a white trucker hat that just has a Gorbachev on this. Like that would be so fucking great.
It is so great. All right, it's gonna happen. We're gonna do that. We got that in R&D right now. So there you go, folks. No. It's okay, man. The outro is a living, breathing thing. You know, just like the honor
beanie that looks like a bald head with a.
That's what I'm saying. Like with like, and then the beanie, but like the inside of the beanie is hair colored. So when you flip it up, he's got that like monk ring of hair. You know. Hang on, there has to be a Gorbachev hat. There has to be. Gorbachev birthmark hat. I'm gonna get like the FBI coming to my house being like, why are you searching for that?
I guarantee you that product does not exist.
Oh my god, it needs to exist. Anyways, 341. Bye.
I already said all that. Anyway, guys, I mean, folks, we're
we're done.
Folks, if you would like to support the show, you can buy the Gorbachev face birthmark tattoos that we're now selling. And obviously,
a temporary tattoo.
We gave you, dude. Just write them down. Write all of it down. Type it in your little list.
These are $1 million ideas. They're million ruble ideas. You can put them in your wheelbarrow and take them to the border.
Put it in your little merch list. Your little merch list. I know you have one. I know you have 100 lists. So put it in your little merch list.
Okay.
And let me just get through the outro.
Okay.
Please.
I'm sorry.
So for the third time, folks, to support the show, we've got these great new Gorbachev face birthmarks, temporary tattoos, and really it's morphed into a whole line of products at this point from mid-show to end of show. So be sure to get on board with that. Of course, the code at checkout is Mother Russia for 20% off. And then, of course, if you are into, improvement, if you are into supplements, like you need to be into Athletic Greens. And if you
and our new
would like
line
a discount on
Gorbachev Athletic Reds.
If you would like a discount on Athletic Greens, just punch in the code EBD341 and you'll save 20% on Athletic Greens on your next order. Additionally, if you would like to or other ways that you can support the show, of course, you can tell your friends and family to check out the show. You can get up on the roof and shout it from the rooftops if you want. You can also just, talking to people, you go to the coffee shop or like wherever it is, hey, you should check out this show. And then you can,
yes, recommend the show to your barista.
Yeah.
Just in line. Stop everything.
Random patrons while you're waiting for your coffee at your favorite coffee spot while you're waiting to tell your barista. And then you can also rate us and review us. Ratings and reviews. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but these are very powerful tools for helping us to promote the show. And we love any support we can get. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're basically glad
the
you
best
caught
outro.
That. Whoa, shit! The goddamn fucking cat
dropped his phone.
Out of here. That's not what happened. It was the cat was pulling on the cord. So I got a Type C.
The cat's like, don't talk about Mikhail Gorbachev like that.
How dare you talk about? Oh my god! But it would be like Mikat Gorbachev.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like that's the cat version.
I wonder if there's any Gorbachev cats out there. You know, there's like
yes, there definitely is.
You know, there's like Hitler cats that have like the little mustache. I wonder if there's any like Gorbachev cats out there.
Bro, you should see my cat. My cat has like almost Gorbachev like markings on his face.
Can your cat's name be changed to Meowkale Gorbachev now?
That's it, dude. That is it right there, man. Meowkale Gorbachev. That's so good, dude. Anyway, that little turd, he's underneath the desk. I got the desk in standing mode. I mean, when it transforms from a desk into a robot.
Oh my God,
it's in
Kevin.
standing mode, dude.
Can you please get an Arduino set up that with a little speaker where wherever you press up on your standing mode, it makes the transformer sound?
Oh, that would be so good.
All right, anyways, outro.
Just like continuously going on and
I
on.
literally need to mainline some ADD meds. I don't know what's going on today.
I don't know, dude. After Meowkale Gorbachev. Dude, I want to rename my cat that. That's so good. All right, so anyway, for just to wrap up this 20-minute outro, again, if you would like to support us, please rate us, review us, tell your friends, and then, of course, you can always go on patreon.com /EBD podcast, and you can contribute directly to us, which is great. If you would like to join in on the wacky hijinks on social media, I mean, I'll be totally honest with you. There really aren't any. Like, you know, we do posts every week. We're really not good about engaging with the posts, and we get very few comments. That's the straight fucking
Billy
dope.
Mays salesman
really, it
right
is.
there.
Yeah, that's the straight dope. So, but if you want to engage with us, right? And the other problem is, as we said before, everybody decides to DM us on the platform of their choice instead of throwing it all into the comments. So if you want to jump in on all that fun, by all means, EBD Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us for Battle Beyond the Stars. And we'll see you next week for Minority Report. That's it. So long for now, folks.
You gotta like at about the 9-minute mark in the outro, you gotta bring in the old USSR national anthem. I think you can just like slowly have it come in at the end.
Beady beady beady.
Oh my God, that was fucking ridiculous.
That was the best outro.
Pure madness.
I love it.
Oh, it was.
I love it so hard.
It was great.
I have a screen. One third of my screen is literally 50 photos of Mikhail Gorbachev's birthmark right now, and I'm so into it.
I have not found a Gorbachev cat, but I have found a painting of Gorbachev with his cat.
Ooh.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for Chad.